Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Honkai Impact 3rd. Today, we will be going through Chapter 18. Chapter 17 was a doozy of a woozy, if that's what it can be called. Because last time, we found Kiana, we saved her, but she only had 2 months to live, and then was still trying to fight to protect everyone. And May didn't want this, so in response, she joined with the Grey Serpent to save Kiana's life. And then fought Kiana, and that was emotional. Okay, let's get right back into it. Let's start chapter 18. Defeat a bunch of enemies, as Raiden May. And let's use another XP chip. May meditated silently in the digital constructed space. It was a familiar state of being for practicing Kenjutsu, and allowed her to attain the highest levels of focus. After reacquiring her Hersher powers, she spent most of her time in the sealed training cabin. This was the place where she could forget about everything and concentrate on what she needed at the moment. Training module activated. Initiating environmental algorithms. Projecting virtual training targets. The cold artificial voice echoed its protocols. Several mechs materialized and landed heavily on the ground. May opened her eyes slowly, gripped her weapon, and drew it with a deafening hum. Algorithms complete. Generating battlefield. Talk about a very angry May. You're a hard-working girl, Hersher of Thunder. Wild electric sparks danced in the air. The shattered mechs disintegrated into data fragments. May silently sheathed her blade. The digital environment disappeared and revealed a poorly lit corridor. Someone hidden in the darkness approached slowly. The Honkai energy within you is stabilizing. I knew it. You can indeed wield those powers. I've said I don't want to be disturbed. Don't be so mean. We're friends, and friends are supposed to get along with each other. I really want to get to know you better. Stop wasting time, Jackal. Jackal was suddenly interrupted. Raven appeared out of nowhere and stood between her and May. Get on with business at hand. You just spoiled all the fun. The time has come for you to unleash your powers for the Serpent, Raiden May. Imaginary singularity observations predicted the Honkai event that shall create an apex entity crucial to our plans. Yes, you know it, Raiden May. It will give birth to a Hersher like you. Simply put, a key objective of Project Stigma is to acquire every single Hersher. But our sire will not personally lead this mission as he is busy elsewhere. This is our chance as our sire's most steadfast followers to prove our devotion and ensure the success of Stigma. Raiden Mei, your powers will be an indispensable weapon for the World Serpent. This is why we need to work together and face the impending Honkai eruption. I will honor my promise, but don't treat me as a friend. We're both using each other for our own ends. I'm a mercenary. I don't treat anyone as a friend. So our messengers just to kill the Hersher? No, a dead Hersher means nothing to us. The serpent needs suspended Hershers. Suspended? I have prepared a small gift for you. Behold, the Scepter of Dot. The WAS of the underworld. Jekyll revealed a golden black box measuring several inches long. It looked like a mask of Tutankhamun. May did not know what the box contained. Like its maker, the box made her feel extremely uncomfortable. This must be the imaginary disruptor mentioned in the briefing. Disruptor? Please, do not sully this majestic device with such common labels. This is a marvel from the previous era that even Skishel couldn't replicate. You can't fathom its value. Truth be told, I hope you can experience its powers for yourself. Unfortunately, these scepters are too valuable. Our resources only let us craft 8 of them. Do be prudent with their use. How do I use them? You will know. While the masked lady chuckled, a slight vibration accompanied by electric noise spread through the corridors. May heard an unfamiliar voice in the electrical data stream. Attention everyone. A Honkai eruption occurred at the Southeast Asian island of City Coral just a minute ago. Skishel has deployed their Valkyries. It's time to start our mission. Well then, let's see what the 5th Hersher is. This seems like a very quick new Hersher. Meanwhile, at the Federated Autonomous region of Coral in the Pacific Ocean, the Immortal Blade Valkyrie squad led by Dundurel arrived at the war zone 30 minutes after the eruption. The Valkyries readied themselves for combat at the outskirts of the island city. Fellow Valkyries, ETA on our objective is now 5 minutes. I'll be running through the mission briefings. The eruption took place on Coral, an artificial island with 1.8 million permanent residents. Located at the border of the Southeast Asia and Oceania, Coral is a key economic and commercial hub in the Pacific. 30 minutes had passed since the eruption. Honkai has spread across the entire island. Things aren't looking good. And we have some really bad news. We lost contact with the Snow Lotus Valkyrie squad garrisoned on Coral. Our Vanguard Valkyrie formations have sealed the region and established a forward operating base. Upon arrival, their mortar blades shall punch through the center of the Coral and pave a way for other squads. The Overseer also gave us an order. The World Serpent will be joining us this battle as our allies. Skishel forces shall carry out standard anti-Honkai operations and leave the Hersher to the Serpent. Roger. All Valkyries to battle stations. Immortal Blades, move out. Well, this is an interesting team. Squad leader, the Immortal Blades have landed. Our current location is the bridge connected to the outer rim of Coral. The Immortal Blades are sent to... Rita and I will take care of the Honkai. Have the others initiate rescue operations and help the survivors evacuate the place. Roger! God, that goes so fast. Hypothermia? I am pretty sure Rita should be immune to that with that battle suit. Smoke engulfed the bridge to the city. The disaster continued to spread and consume the gem of civilization. The Immortal Blades advanced cautiously and pushed the chaos back towards the heart of the coral. Squad leader, Honkai levels are rising in the coral. We just picked up a Hersher's energy signature in the city district. I've sent you the coordinates. This location. Where's the Thunderel? The places where we lost contact with the Snow Lotus 10 minutes ago. Follow me, Rita. We must give them our support. Understood. But Squad Leader, the Overseer told us not to engage the Hersher. Unauthorized actions may be punished. Be flexible, Avatar. Our mission is to clean up the Honkai. That would include helping squads that lost contact. Oh, that's right. We won't be disobeying any orders that way. You're so smart, Agent Rita. Have the others proceed as planned. We will meet at the specified coordinates. Understood. Well, seems like Skishel is still being Skishel. Lying, cheating, and pushing their way to victory. Oh geez, I still think this bridge is tilting. So I'm going to assume that this fifth Hersher is the Hersher of Ice. At least it seems to be that way. As the Thunderel, the bridge doesn't look good. Traveling along the pipelines might be faster. Okay, let's go. Interesting sprinting animation. Well, at least these are not quantums. How unthoughtful of them. We must carry forth. Rita, time is running out. Understood, Dendera. Yep, that's what I thought. Right in May. Well then.
この戦闘は勝たなければいけません。あなたは
Right in
ライ
May.
デン・メイさんですね。まさかヨルムンガンド
I
にい
didn't
るとは
expect
思い
you
ま
to
せんで
join
し
the
た。
World Serpent.
私には進むべき道
I
が
have
あり
my
ます。
reasons. That is all you need to know.
メイさん、
Turns out Miss
卑怯様がおっしゃって
Raiden
いた盟
is
友
the
とは
ally that
あな
our
たのことだ
overseer
ったんです
mentioned.
ね。入ったばかりの
The
新
World
人
Serpent
さ
must
んを
have been
こんな危
stretched
険な
thin
場所
to
に派
send
遣す
its
るなんて。
newest member to such a
ヨルムン
dangerous
ガンドに
area.
は
これはリタさんじゃない
Isn't
か。
that Miss Fosware?
久しぶりだ
How
な。
are you doing?
渡りガラス。
Raven.
安心するといい。
Your concern is
天命とは違い
appreciated. Unlike
ヨル
Skitchel,
ムン
the
ガンドは
serpent
人
doesn't
海
like
戦術を
human
好
wave
まないから
tactics.
な。人数は多くない
We
が、
may be few in
私
number,
たち
but
は
we
きち
are
んと
we
任務
will
をクリ
complete
アす
the
るさ。
mission. Oh
そ
my,
れ
how
は失
rude of
礼
me
いたし
then.
ました。
Rita smiled, but her gaze turned as cold as steel.
今回はどんな
I
もので
wonder,
列車と戦
what will
う
you
の
be
か
using
楽
against
し
the
みにしてお
Hersher?
ります
Gas, trucks,
Gas?
or suicide bomb
貨物
bots?
以前、
Well, I
私一
didn't
人でそ
expect to
ちらの任務
single
を台無しにしたことは
expect
悪
you
いと思
to
って。
single-handedly ruin your
今で
mission
も
last time.
申し訳なさ
I'm
でいっ
still
ぱいだ。
very sorry about that.
こちらこそ
Oh dear,
上
please
条製
don't.
薬の計画を
I
邪
should be
魔
the
した
one
こ
who's
とで
sorry for
せっ
ruining
かくの
that
偉業を
grand
台無し
project
に終わらせてしまい
of
ました。
Heliopus Life Sciences.
気にするな。
You're welcome.
今回、
Do
Lips
take
社は
care of
我
our
々で処理する。
supplies and make sure that the tea is
そちらは
ready
後
while
方
we
支援
handle
を
the
頼む。
Hersher.
お手間をおか
How
け
nice
し
of you.
申し
In
訳ございま
return,
せん。
I shall make sure you are given a proper funeral if you get yourself
万が
killed.
一
ご好意感謝
You're
するよ。
being too kind. You should
リ
try
タ
to
さん
be
も
safe
身の
back
安
here.
全に気をつけるといい。
Things might get very dangerous.
ええ、そちらこそ。
Indeed. You should watch your own back as well. The two girls continued sparring as their smiles stiffened. Tension rose in the air.
リタ、
Rita. Dundero's gentle voice reminded Rita of her indiscretion. Valkyrie bowed slightly and took a step back.
失礼いたしました。
Apologies.
天命と争うつもりはあ
I
り
do
ませ
not
ん。
intend to fight Skishel. May extended her hand to Dundero as a gesture of goodwill. Dundero looked at the girl. She had changed much since the short-lived battle in Arc City.
私たちの目的は一
We're
致してい
now
ます。
allies of the same
同
goals.
盟なら
We should focus on our missions and try not to get in
互い
each
に
other's
干渉し
way.
ない方が。
バルキリー部隊は
All
都市外
Valkyries
周で
will
待機し、
garrison the outskirts
生
to
存者
contain
の
the
撤退
Honkai
や
and
崩壊
evacuate
拡
the
散の指示を
survivors.
担当。約束通り、
According to our
リッチャはあ
arrangements,
なたたちに
you will be
任せ
fighting
ま
the
す。
Hersher, and we will
私た
try
ちは
not to
勝手に手を
interfere.
出します。
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
リッチャはサンゴ
The
島の
Hersher
中
is
心に移
moving
動してい
towards
ま
the
す。
center of the coral.
早く行ってくださ
You
い。
should set out quickly. The Valkyrie then extended her hand to May to cement the alliance.
リタさん、
Miss Fosware,
私たち
I
も
suppose
握手
we
し
can
ようじゃない
shake
か。
on this to declare a truce.
すみません。
I will not shake hands
私
with the
は
one who
仲
murdered
間
my
を殺した
comrades.
人と。
まあま
Oh
あ、
my,
そう
you're so
怒るな。
emotional. Raven took a step forward but found the tip of the lance pointed straight at her.
これ以上つきまと
Do
う
not push your luck.
容赦。ああ、
Whatever.
まあ、
I see
一
my
方
efforts
的
are
な
not
望みという
reciprocated.
ことで。
Raven gave up and returned to May's side, while Dundero lowered her weapon and left the place together with Rita.
天命最強の
The
バル
best
キリー。
Valkyrie in Skishul is a tough
やは
one.
り手強いな。
もういいでしょう。
Enough. Let's
出発するわよ
go.
行きましょう。行動開始。強風よ。私に服従しなさい。行きましょう。
このトンネルを出ると
This
サンゴ
tunnel
島の
leads to
都
the
市は
Coral City District.
フクロウとは
Ow,
そこ
we'll
で
meet
合
us
流
that
す
be
ること
meeting
にな
us
ってい
there.
る。ここだ。
This is the place. Cold winds blew into their faces when they stepped out of the tunnel. There was nothing but rain in sight.
誰もいないようだけど。
Where's our contact?
ああ、来たよ。
Look, there he is. I heard light footsteps next to her. Light distorted slightly as the contact revealed himself.
遅いぞ。
You sure took your time.
途中で旧友と
Me and an
遭
old
遇して、
acquaintance.
少し
Had to
挨
say
拶
hello.
を交わして、
例の S 級バルキリ
And
ー
that's
か。
Frank Valkyrie.
彼女
Why
の
did you
相手をす
provoke
る
her?
とは。お前も
What are you trying to
苦労好きだな。まあいい。俺は
Whatever.
ヨルムンガンド
I'm the world serpent officer
Codename
codenamed
Fukuro.
Hal.
よろしく頼む。
Pleasure to meet you.
今回
I will
任務が
support
無事
you
ク
in
リア
this
できる
mission.
よう。
協力はいらないわ。
We don't need any support.
そうか。
Oh, great.
では律者
You
は
take
頼
care of
む。
the Hersher.
俺
We'll
は
be
先に行
leaving.
くぞ。
もう一度
I dare you to say that again.
冗談だ。
Jeez, it was a joke. A man named Al scratched his head lazily.
そいつは情報収集が専門
He's
で
a professional in data mining and covert operations. He'll be helping us in the mission.
だらしないように見え
He
るが
looks like a lazy bag of bones, but he's one of the best operatives we have.
ライデン・メイ
Right in
様。
May, Sama.
今回の
Son?
崩壊で
Anyway,
第五律者の誕生を
we have
確認しま
confirmed
し
that
た。
this eruption has given birth to the fifth Hersher.
ジャッカルの指示に従
I
い
prepared the scepters of
4の杖を
Duat
用意した
according to Jackal's
あなた
instructions.
が律者を倒した後
Defeat her and we can attempt to
俺が
capture
彼
her.
女を
メイでいいわよ。
Just call me May. Having said that, May headed directly towards the center of the city.
あれが孫子の言っ
Is she
た
the Hersher of Thunder that Sire mentioned?
少し
She looks
弱い
soft.
気がする
Can
な
she handle the job?
心配ないさ。
Don't worry about her.
私たちと
Like
同じ。
us, she has
彼女
every
にも
reason to
戦わな
fight.
ければ。
分かった
Hmm.
楽し
We'll
みに
see
待っ
about that. This owl fellow is interesting.
行動開始。
I'm very curious
行き
who
ましょう。
the Hersher of Frost is going to be. Because just look at the surroundings, it's definitely going to be the Hersher of Frost.
フクロウ、ずっと
And I
私
have
とメ
been
イで
doing
戦
all
って
the
るんだが
fighting.
お前も少しは協力する気ないのか。
I'd appreciate your help,
た
Owl.
ライデン・メイがいれ
May's
ば
around.
俺なんかの協力
I
は
don't think
いら
I'd
な
be
い
much help.
力を温
I
存
should
して
save my strength.
律者との戦
For the
闘
fight
に
against the
取っておいた方がいい
お前な。
Hey, you little!
喧嘩はやめてくれる。
Enough. Any updates about the Hersher?
さっきから律
The
者の信
Hersher
号は移
signals
動
had
をやめ
stopped
ている。
moving just then.
ここは
This
そ
is
い
the
つが
place
最
where
後
it
に
last
出現した
happened.
場所だ。
The Hersher is nearby. I can sense it.
この近くにいる。この氷柱。
This ice pillar.
熱帯なのに氷
How would water
崩
freeze
壊エネル
like
ギーが
that?
溢れ出してる。
Honkai energy is seeping
当
from
た
it.
りみたい。
Looks like we were right. Honkai energy in the ice column is rising rapidly. The Hersher is completing their metamorphosis. The Honkai beasts are
お
just
前
to
たちは
confuse
崩
us.
壊獣の注意を
Keep
引い
the
ておけ
Honkai base off me.
俺は氷
I'm
柱の
heading
付
to
近
the
で
ice
待機
column to target the
律者
Hersher.
迎撃
ならば先に
Time to
律者を
flush it out.
砕けろ。
I'll crush you, Hersher. The ice column exploded into a rain of broken ice fragments and revealed the Hersher. Al acted as soon as the target appeared.
目標ロックオン
Target locked.
黄泉の杖
Loading the scepter of Duat. The Hersher gave a high-pitched scream and unleashed a stream of biting cold. Water vapor quickly froze into shackles that bound the three World Serpent operatives. May felt pain piercing through her skin. She was too close to the Hersher and it threatened to freeze her lungs. The Hersher murmured as a string of strange syllables. The Hersher murmured while her body twisted and writhed as she was fighting an invisible creature. No one knew what she was up to. She behaved less like a Hersher and more like a mindless zombie. Despite the target's strange behavior, the operatives knew that they could not afford to hesitate.
作戦開始
The fight begins!
行動開始行きましょう吠えなさい栗から
The storm blew over. Everything within sight was sealed in a tomb of ice that formed a massive wall.
逃げた
She escaped? Raven closed her eyes to sense the residual Honkai in the ice. The Hersher was already far away.
離れていく
She's getting away. We must chase her down.
待て
Wait,
考えも
we
せず
can't
追
just
撃するのは
mindlessly
軽率すぎる
chase after her. That's dangerous. Owl crawled out of the snow and patted his clothes to shake off the thick frost all over him.
律者の能力は見
We've
て
seen
た
what that Hersher could do.
想像よりも
She's
手
tougher
強
than
い
we thought.
その力は
You may be
彼
even
女と
an
張り合う
even
ことが
match,
できる
but
が
capturing her would
捕
not
獲
be
となると
easy.
そうもっと
We need
完璧
a
な対
better
策が必要
plan.
だ
Well then, what could this better plan be? Coral East District, Thundero and Rita arrived at the place where the Snow Lotus squad lost contact. The frost slowly sublimated and revealed the lifeless Valkyries.
遅かったですね
We are too late. The two observed a moment of silence for those who had fallen in battle.
彼女たちは勇敢な戦士です
We must bring these brave soldiers home.
かしこまりました
Of course.
リタ
I'll leave this place to you, Rita. I will check the surrounding areas for any clues. Thundero remained expressionless when she had turned around and left, but Rita knew something was different.
こちらです
Snow Lotus Valkyrie's
つい
badge.
てきてくださいこちらです
No, you don't. Hello.
私と共にあれ
I would like you to die now, Rhyme Sentinels. And these things sure do have a lot of defense. Either that or this Thunder Elf cannot hit very hard at all. He's got such tiny little legs. I didn't even notice it until I knocked him up into the air for that final hit. Well then. Oh, that's not everything. Valkyrie comm device. The Valkyrie comm device picked up from the ice had a voice recording of what happened during the eruption. Squad leader, we've contacted the Oceania branch. We'll just hold out until reinforcements arrive and... Squad leader, are you alright? Don't get any closer. Leave now. Squad leader, I'm picking up a powerful Honkai energy spike in you. What's happening? Get out of here! No, not like this. This shouldn't be happening. Static noise. Well then. It seems like one of their Valkyries turned into the Hersher. Dundurl scanned the battlefield and the clues and evidence pointed out to one thing. While recovering the Valkyrie's remains, she suddenly noticed something glistening in the sun. What is this? Master Dundurl, the immortal blades made it through the outer tunnels and are heading right here now. The other Valkyrie squads have secured major traffic routes. We have contained the spread of Honkai. Are you holding a necklace, Master Dundurl? It's Anna Skushka. It's hers. From what we've found so far, she might be the Hersher created by this eruption. She tried to fight the Honkai corruption, but ended up killing her own squad during the chaos of the battle. I didn't expect things to turn out this way. Master Dundurl, are we to share our findings with the World Serpent? Yes. Alvatir, send Anna's data to them. What? Are you sure? Valkyrie data is supposed to be confidential. It is our duty to share necessary data. We're allies after all. Dundurl looked towards the far distance to see where the Hersher might be. I shall see what they can do. What they could do. There we go. Alright. Location Archive, Coral Island. Mission located. Federal Autonomous Region of Coral. Basic information. Coordinates. 0 north, 155 degrees east. Area 790 square kilometers. Population 1.8 million. To cater to accelerating globalization and economic growth and development, a number of Southeast Asian countries and Australia led to the way of the Coral Initiative and began constructing the largest artificial island cluster in human history at the conjunction of Asia and Oceania. The Coral Initiative was complete in 2006 and consisted of a main island and 3 super large-scale platform islands. Buildings on vertical layered zones created a visage of that resembled a natural coral reef and gave rise to the name of the artificial archipelago. The 3 platforms have a triangular arrangement divided into different functional zones. An extensive and complex traffic network allows residents to conveniently access any platform. Residential zones with plenty of culture and environment facilities are located at the base layers. The western platform serves as a financial district, while the centers for science and R&D are located on the eastern platform. Island administration also offers competitive policies that attracted numerous MNCs to establish offices at Coral, transforming the island state into yet another major economic hub in the Asia-Pacific region. The main island is home to the crown jewel and symbol of Coral, giving its advantageous location at the equator. It became the ideal place for a groundbreaking space elevator project. Rapid development has propelled the young and vibrant city of coral into the center of Asia Pacific. Coral is the place of opportunities and wonders, and growing space elevator serves will transform her into a shining beacon of the seas and paradise for those who wish to build their dreams. Interesting. And let's read this archive. Anna Surak, A rank Valkyrie, age 18, height 166 centimeters, weight 51 kilograms. Resume: A rank Skishul Valkyrie, currently leads the Snow Lotus squad garrisoned at the Coral Island. Extensive combat experience. Member of House Sharak. Began training to fight the Honkai from a very young age. Became a Valkyrie at age 12, promoted to A rank at age 16, and was made the Adjutant of the Snow Lotus squad. Anna was the sole survivor of the Snow Lotus squad during the Malana Honkai event in 2015 and managed to save dozens of victims on her own. In recognition of her exemplary performance, Skishul restored the squad with her at its head. Under her leadership, the elite Snow Lotus squad saw action in many dangerous battle zones. That was a lot. Alright, let's see this video. The sounds of breaking ice slabs reverberated throughout the city. A section of ice wall then collapsed with a deep, resounding boom. Good. We finally got through this barrier. Incoming call from Skishul? Greetings, World Serpent. I am Valkyrie Avatar of the Immortal Blades. My squad leader ordered me to share what Skishul has found so far. Dundra ordered you to share things with us. Tell us what you have found. Alright, I'm uploading the data right now. What is this? Our findings showed former Valkyrie Anna Skishak is the Herrscher of this eruption. A Skishul Valkyrie? We were surprised as well, but this is actually what happened. Anna Skishak was made the leader of the Snow Lotus last year. The squad was garrisoned at Coral Island. She became a Herrscher during the eruption. Comm recordings showed that she tried to fight the Honkai but failed. Anna left after killing the other Valkyries. We believe she still held on to a thread of humanity at that time. And that's why she sealed herself in ice. We also found frozen areas with high levels of Honkai at the site of the Herrscher's birth. We have yet to discern her exact powers, but we're calling her the fifth Herrscher, the Herrscher of Ice. We've personally experienced the powers of this Herrscher of Ice. Does that mean you've fought the Herrscher already? Only briefly. She managed to escape. She can create razor-sharp ice shards and unleash devastating freezing blasts. A true nuisance. We'll find a way to neutralize her. Understood. I'll tell my squad leader about that. Thank you for your assistance. Very much appreciated. I can see us working together again in the future. Raven smiled. The Valkyrie on the other end of the video call appeared to be pleasantly surprised. Alright, Godspeed and good luck! Raven switched off the comm monitor. Her expression grew somber as she studied the frozen city. You change your expressions really fast. It's just a part of the job. We're allies after all. We need to keep moving and end this crisis as soon as possible. You're right. Al studied the skyline of the stricken city. The disaster had begun to spread once more. Looks like we're running out of time. Looks like something that Todoroki would do. Like that giant ice pillar coming out of the city. Alrighty, let us continue. Coral Business District, a heating stove was set up in the middle of the snow-covered street.
今リツ
The
社は
Hersher
都市
is
の
moving
中心
towards
へ
the
と移
Coral
動して
Business
いる
District. Sensors we've
夜
set up
軍
in the
ガンド
city
が
were
サンゴ島内
disabled.
部に設置した最後に届いたデータ
Last
によ
batch
る
of
と
data we received showed that the
リツ社
Hershers
は移動
spawned
中に
numerous
大
beasts
量の
along
崩
our
壊
path.
獣をそれらの崩壊
These
獣は
beasts
周
are
辺
creating
に超低温エリアを生
extremely
成
cold
し
areas that would kill
一
ordinary
般人
humans.
では目標に近づ
We
き
must
たければ
destroy these beasts to
そ
approach
れ
our
らの崩
target.
壊
しかし
Even if we could get close to the Hersher,
万全な
we
計
need a
画
better
が必要
plan
だ
or she'll just run away
でない
again.
と
その通り
Indeed, the scepters of Duat will be crucial to our
農
plan.
民
それは一体どういうものなの？
Can you explain what that device really is?
簡単に言うと
Simply put, the scepters are limiters that disrupt the Honkai energy output of Hersher's core.
ジャッカルの説明によ
Jackal
る
said they do this by introducing interfering twists to the link between the core and imaginary space.
律者を殺さずに
In other words, the scepters can severely limit the Hersher's actions without killing her.
通常
Usually, these limiters won't last long,
長く持たない
but if you severely wound
あなた
or
が先に
and
氷
weaken
の
the
律者
Hersher
にダメ
vice
ージを与
versa,
え黄泉の杖の継
the
続時
effects
間
might
は
last long
大
enough
幅
for
に
us to
長く
bring the
なる
Hersher to our
律
sire.
者を孫子に
We'd
渡
then
す時
seal
間は
her.
十分それによって律者は仮死状
With
態
her
に
powers
入り
gone, the Hersher would enter into a coma and become a harmless
人畜無
vegetable.
害のすまない
I'm
律者
sorry.
はあなたにとって
What
は
I said,
残酷な話だったが
what I said may sound cruel, especially to a Hersher like you. I'll apologize to May, but it was Raven who replied.
残酷
Cruel? Since when did you become a kind person?
ただ
We do have a Hersher in our team, though.
律者が
構わないわ。
It's alright.
それが唯一の方
If
法
that
な
is the
ら
only way, I'll do whatever it takes to finish my task.
それなら
Alright
早く作
then,
戦を決めよう
let's plan for the next battle. Any delays would only make things worse for us.
正面からの攻撃
May
は
will
メイに
take
任せ
her
ていい
head
だろ
on. We'll engage her in ways
私
that,
たちは
that
私た
we
ち
are
の得
proficient
意
in.
とした
ああ
Yes,
俺も
I
そう
agree
考
with
えてる
that. Al added more fuel to the campfire stove, perhaps to ward off the cold.
まず律者の位置を特
We
定
must
する
first
必要
locate the
がある
Hersher.
崩壊エネルギーと
Honkai
寒波
energies
の
of
二重干
freezing
渉の
wind
せいで
and freezing winds have
大
disabled our
半の偵
senses.
察手
We
段
can
を聞か
only
なくなった
rely on our unassisted
今は
vision.
私は成功点を探
I
し
will
て
find
律
an
者の位置
elevated
を特定
position to
し
find a target and
そ
provide
の
you
後
with
お前
long
た
range
ちに遠
support.
隔し
律者を発見した後
Once we locate the Hersher, I'll set a trap with the scepter of Duet. May will then lure the target into this trap. May nodded with approval.
しかしあの
But the
律者は
Hersher used
訓練され
to
た
be a
バイキン
highly
だ
trained Valkyrie.
この作戦は
A
少し
human
簡単すぎない
might easily see through this trap.
それは彼女がま
Only
だ
if
人間とし
she
ての
were
意識を
human.
保っていたら
In the
の
last
話だ
battle, she couldn't even talk and was driven on to by a destructive instinct.
彼女の状態はとても特
She
殊。
is a unique case. May looked at the fire in the stove and recalled what Dr. Einstein had said about Hershers.
あのバルキリー。
That ex-Valkyrie's body may be thoroughly corrupted,
心は
but her
まだ
mind
崩壊を
still
拒んでい
may
る。
still be resisting its influence.
自我と
She
律者意
appeared to
識
be mindless only because she was
ど
still
ちらも
fighting the
体の主
Hersher
導権を
persona
握れていない
for
から
control over
あ
her
あい
body.
ったもし彼女の人
If
格
the
が
Hersher
完
persona
全に
had
崩壊
won,
に屈してい
we
れば
wouldn't be seeing that
逆にあんな
instead.
状態にならない。
彼女は
She's
ま
still
だ
fighting the
崩壊と戦って
Honkai,
るの
しかし
but we cannot
私たちは
afford the
作
cost
戦
of
失敗
failure.
の理想にかく
This is our best
今は
moment to
行
strike.
動に適した
If
絶
we
好
all
の
agree
タ
to
イ
the
ミングだ
plan, we should get started right
ラ
away.
イデン・メイ
May,
あなたは渡り
cover
ガラス
Raiden
に
as
協
she
力し
moves
て
to her
成
elevated
功点を
position.
探してくれ
Setting the trap will
罠の
take
設
a
置には
while.
少し
ええ、わかったわ。
Let's go.
行きましょう
行動開始。行きましょう。
Oh god, it's just like,
行動開始。
it's like, Genshin Impact with the fires. You gotta get close to the fires or you'll die.
行きましょう。強風よ。私に服従しなさい。一刀両断。
Apparently I accidentally hit the wrong button.
行動開始。
It doesn't matter, it still killed them, so it's not like it made a big deal. Rude.
私に服従しなさい。千鳥バットン。
Well, that was easily taken care of. So cold.
メイ
I'm freezing me. Talk to me to make this cold bearable.
そんな格好だから
Why
でし
didn't
ょ。
you dress for the occasion?
これは特製の作戦
Specialization
服
in combat battle suit can tolerate low temperatures, but I never expected a tropical island to be this cold. That brat owl opted to stay near the stove to keep himself warm. He's that type of guy.
彼のことに
You seem to know him pretty well.
当然さ
Well, he used to be a target listed in the contract that I
任
took.
務ターゲットだ。奴との出会いは戦場だった。
We met on the battlefield. I was
私の
organized
ターゲットは
to,
先見会というアジアの
I was
組
to
織
take
で
down an organized
あいつ
known
は向こうが
as
雇
a
った用
thousand
心棒だ。
fists. He was their hired muscle.
仕事の関係
We
で
fought
奴と
each
い
other
ろ
on
いろぶつ
multiple
かり合ったが
occasions, but I always won.
当然ながらあの時の奴も
He
今みた
hardly
いに
changed. Didn't even blink or care when a blade was placed on
他
his
人
neck.
事見面白い奴だと
I
思った
found him
よ。
pretty interesting, so I let him go after
だから
destroying the
先見会を
thousand
潰した
fists
時
and recommended him to our
奴を
side.
生かし再び会った時
He
に
was
は
already an
奴はもう
officer when
幹部
I
になってい
saw him
た。
again, and I received a
私
reward
は
for
そ
my
のことで特
recommendation.
別ボーナスをもだらしない奴だが
Though he,
能力は確か
though he looks sloppy,
いつ
he
も
has
最も
skills
効率
needed
的
to
な
solve
方法で
problems
問題を解
efficiently.
決しハイヘビの言葉を
Ray
借りる
Serpent
な
likes to
ら
call him an effective
奴
tool.
はまあ私
I
に言
never
わせる
figured
と
out what's going on in
奴を
his
戦
head.
友として見るのはおすすめしない。
This is why I don't like having
何
him
考
on my
えている
side.
かわからない。
構わないわ。
It doesn't matter.
彼が自分の
I
任
just
務を
need
果
him
た
to
して
get
く
his
れ
job
さえすれ
done.
ば
That's so very nice of you.
雑談はここまでに
Enough
して
talk for now. Let's
そろ
push
そろ
on.
先に
わかってる。
Understood. You
お前
lead,
の言
I'll
う通り
follow.
にするとしそうだ。お
Speaking
前
of
はま
which,
だ幹部コー
you
ドを
haven't
持ってい
given
ない
yourself
の
an
か。
officer's code name.
ええ
No, I didn't.
早く自分でつけ
I
た方がい
advise you
い。
think of one ASAP, or
でな
Jack
い
will
と
be
ジ
the
ャッ
one
カルが
giving you
勝手につ
names.
けるからな。そんなの嫌だろ。
You don't want that to happen, right? Pretty sure her share of lightning works just fine. The city center was overrun by glacial formations. Raven stood atop the tower to get a view of the district. She was here before. Coral used to be an exclusive retreat for the rich, but it had become an ice-locked tomb.
ここなら見晴らしが
A
いい。
perfect position for an
観測点
observer.
としてふさわしい
Gives me a clear view of everything. Raven assumed a prone position. Her divine key created an array of glowing indigo patterns. Raven looked through these patterns to transform her view into a set of overlapping blocks. The device gave Raven superphysical sight that goes beyond the third dimension and revealed everything to her.
見つけた。
Found her.
距離は7400ヤー
Distance
ド。
7,400
目
yards.
標は現在
In the gardens of the
都市
base
中
of
心
the
の
space
軌道と
elevator
画
in
像
the
のガーデン
center
に
city center. Target is
移動す
not
る気配
moving.
はない。
律者の監視は
Good.
任せたわ。
Keep your eyes on her.
安心しろ。
No problem.
お前は
Go
早
meet
く
up
フ
with
クロウと
Thamel.
合流する。
May leaped off the tower roof and disappeared into the freezing mist. Thunder cracked and lightning flashed at the distance. Raven only saw a faint trail of her passage. Her sheer powers can really make things so much easier. At the other side of the city, Owl heard the distant rumbling of thunder. He closed his eyes and counted the seconds. May appeared next to him before he could reach 30.
渡りガラスが律者の位
Raven
置を
has found the
補足した
Hersher. Are you
そっち
ready?
の準備
Al waved the scepters in his hand and placed them in his pocket.
ああ出
Time
発
to
しよ
do
う
this.
行きましょう。
Hello, friends.
行動開始。
Easy enough.
行きましょう。
So far, none of these Honkai pieces have even come close to a threat to the Hersher of Thunder.
行動開始。
May now braved the freezing winds in silence as flakes of frost brushed off their combat suits. The environment became colder as they approached the Hersher of Ice. Al's outfit, however, was frozen stiff. Even May in her Hersher form could sense the cold.
耐えられないなら
You should head back if you feel unwell. Hmm?
これ以上前に進
It
め
will
ば
only get colder. No ordinary human could withstand such
一
temperatures.
般人
May stopped and looked into the distance.
装置を渡して
Give me the scepter, and I will handle the Hersher on my own.
なるほど
Is that
気
what
遣
you're
い感
thinking?
謝する
Oh, thanks for being concerned.
しかし心配ない
But I'm not as
あ
frail
な
as
た
you
が思う
think.
ほど
Al unbuttoned his outfit to reveal that his body, the body that laid underneath.
それは
What?
俺の体は
The cold won't affect me.
74% が機械に改造され
74%
て
of
い
my
る
organs are cybernetic.
服はあくまで
These
飾り
clothes
で
aren't
こ
just
の
for
寒さ
show.
に影響する
ヨルムンガンドが
Did the serpent do this to you?
俺がそうしてほ
I
しい
wanted
と
them
頼
to
ん
do
だん
this
だ
to me.
俺はあなたたちの
I'm
よう
not
に
like you.
生まれな
I
がらに
lack
して崩壊に
innate
抵抗
Honkai
できる成
resistance
功
or
を持ってい
stigmata.
なかった
This is the only way to
俺に
survive.
とって
どういう意味
What happened to you?
2年前
I survived a Honkai event that took place 2 years ago,
か
but
ろ
it
うじ
left
て
my
生き残
body
れ
with
たが
severe injuries.
元ヨルムンガンドで自分を治
I
療
joined the
する方法
serpent
を
to
探した
find a
が
way to heal the
探
wounds,
せば探
but
すほどその無
search
力
only
さに
added
苛
to
ま
the
れてな
hopelessness.
結局俺は元の
There was
体
only
を
one
捨てるしかな
solution.
かっ
Abandon my ailing
機械の力があ
biological
れば
body and rely on
た少なく
machines
とも元
instead.
の体よこれがヨルムンガンドのため
That's
に
why
戦
I'm
う
I'm
理由
fighting for the serpent.
おかしいだろ
Funny, isn't it?
生きるためなら
There's nothing wrong with fighting for your own survival.
ありがとう
Thank you.
俺もそうだと思っ
That's what
た
I think as well. Well then. The heart of Coral was home to an ambitious space elevator project that became the symbol of the city. The elevator also represented progress. It was to be the launch pad of the new era of space exploration. But disaster struck and transformed the incomplete elevator project into a Hersher's lair. May, you're entering the core elevator base. The Hersher is hidden in the gardens. She has remained silent and unmoving.
計画通りに動くわよ
We'll stick to the plan. I'll engage her.
罠の設置は10
I
分ほ
need
どかか
10
る
minutes to set up the trap.
完了した後
And send
座標をそち
you
ら
the
に送ろう
coordinates when I'm done.
何かアクシ
I'll
デン
do
ト
what
があ
I
った
can
場
to
合
help.
は
I,
なるべく
I'll
そ
do
ち
what I
らに合
can
わ
if
せ
you
て
need
行動
help.
するそれから
One more
予備の
thing.
杖の
The
発動時
scepters
間
have
は
short
かなり短
fuse.
い
Act fast
技術
and
者
lower
を
the
正確
horseshoe
な
to
位
the
置に
right
誘導して
place.
くれ
分かった
Roger. I'm moving in.
行動開始
Here we go. A fight of a Hersher v. Hersher. It's interesting that they shadowed her out instead of giving her an actual, like, model. It seems a little odd.
行きましょう
Especially considering she has an actual face in, like, the report.
行動開始。強風よ、私に服従しなさい。千鳥バットン。
She's not taking damage for some reason. Oh, she's summoning. I see. Oh, I see. Spawn the pillar again.
強風よ、私に服従しなさい。
The frozen garden was rent by raging vortex of Honkai ice and thunder. The two powers clashed, burned, and crushed each other, and destroying everything within sight. No physical law or rule of engagement could describe the ruthless nature of the Battle of Hershers. Right in May. Interrupt is ready. What are the targets of the indicated coordinates? With that, May transformed into a bolt of lightning flying through the gaps of ice towards the indicated position. A cold stream trailed the indigo wake of lightning, sprouting blossoms of razor-sharp ice to shred its prey. Bolts of energy penetrated the mist. From miles away, Raven sniped and shattered the deadly obstacles for May.
座標地点に着いた。
I've arrived at the target location.
分かった。
Affirmative.
律者の経路を確
I've
保。
confirmed the Hersher's
間もな
path.
く
Activating the Scepter of Duat. Wrapped in a sub-zero mantle, the Hersher of Ice hurtled towards May. The Lightning Queen readied herself.
袋、今。
Ow, now! It is time! The response was unexpected silence.
袋。
Owl?
これは
This is
黄泉の罪。
the Scepter of Duat?
いけない。
Curses. Hmm.
メイ、何があった？誰だ？袋。 この野郎。
You bastard. Dark Tides in the East. Dark Tides in the East, an action thriller novel based on the conflicts of the Southeast Asia secret societies and currently one of the most popular novels for young adults. The novel provides an expose of underground organizations and the little-known history of gangs and gang warfare. Many of the plot details are inspired by real-world events. The fan-favorite chapters that covered the rise and fall of the Thousand Fists were largely based on actual events that took place in Singapore during 2016. Rumors say the criminal organization was annihilated overnight by an unknown mercenary who operated alone. The only evidence that left at the crime scene was a floor covered in black feathers. Even to this date, police investigations yet make any progress. The story was covered by every media outlet and gave rise to numerous urban legends around the mysterious assassin in the Thousand Fists itself, of which Dark Tides in the East is by far the most successful portrayal. The novel is now getting a television, drama, and movie adaptation. It won't be long before we can relive the legend on screen. Too bad all the people that probably planned to make that are dead. Owl. Chen Taiwan. Male, 19, 173 centimeters, weight, classified. Resume, World Serpent Officer, an elite agent specialized in recon and stealth ops. Serves as the hidden fang of the underworld for the World Serpent by providing vast amounts of valuable intel. Al was originally named Taihen Chen and was the sole survivor of his family during the 2015 Milana Honkai event. Chen's body was heavily corrupted by Honkai and it forced him to find a cure. To do so, he joined the criminal organization named A Thousand Fists, where his skills earned him a respectable position. Meanwhile, Chen continued his search for the truth behind the Honkai event that destroyed his home. Chen later met a rival mercenary named Raven. Impressed by his skills, Raven introduced Chen to the World Serpent after the destruction of the Thousand Fists. Chen accepted the offer and earned his alias Owl. With his extraordinary willpower and endurance, Chen was quickly promoted to an officer. His Honkai corrupted body was also replaced with cybernetic parts. Though death remained likely, the mechanical replacements did prolong his life expectancy. Chen is still searching for info about the Honkai by using the massive intel network of the World Serpent. His reasons may be personal hatred, or some other secret that he is yet to reveal. Okay, that was a lot again. Well, let's find out the outcome of what Owl's betrayal has wrought. Meanwhile, Skishel Valkyries barricaded all passages along the outskirts of Coral. Honkai beasts forged of ice hurled themselves at defenses. The true disaster had only just begun. Master Thunderel, the weather is becoming unstable. This cold Honkai stream is turning into a cataclysmic storm. Rita's face was somber with apprehension as she looked on at the darkening skies. We must neutralize the Hershir before she disrupts the tropical climate system and create a global disaster. Alvatir, how are the serpents doing? Well, it's just urgent. Just as Urgent Rita said, the storm has cut out our comms. In the last messages we received, the serpents seem to have engaged the Hershir. But I think they ran into a few problems. The serpent officer named Al betrayed them. And I also found something odd when studying Anna Surak's files. With a beep, Alvatur switched the comm display to show yet another file. Who is this guy? A survivor whom I found in one of the... Oh, thank you for the follow. 15, NA15? A survivor whom I found in one of Anna Surak's mission debriefing files. Tae-Hun Chen, male. Anna saved him during a Honkai event that took place in Asia 2 years ago. And this Mr. Chen happens to be the Serpent Officer Owl, whom I just mentioned. So the Serpent Officer met Anna before. Something doesn't look right. We should move at once. Squad leader, shouldn't we wait for comlinks to be back online? We should report this to HQ. We can't risk waiting. We don't have time. That's right. We have to act according to our best judgment. Wait, Alvatir. You mentioned that the comlinks were cut. How did you get that data? Yeah. It's part of being an official tool. I feared this might happen, so I kept a local backup. Making unauthorized copies of data is a serious offense, Alvatir. What? But I've only done it in case of emergencies. Rita, I'm giving you temporary command of the Valkyries. I'm heading in to check on the Hershir. Alone? Our positions here are just as important. I need you to lead the defenses and keep the Honkai at bay. Of course, and I will be decisive if the serpent tries anything funny. Please, be careful out there. Yes, and watch over this place for me. Well, things have turned from bad to worse. Alright, let us continue on to the last act of chapter 18. God, this stream's been going on for a while, hasn't it? The frost-covered streets was traced through by a dark trail as though a line was drawn across the sheet of paper. May was the place where the line ended and stopped before the ice. She swung her blade against the frozen barrier. She was alone in this bleak whiteness. She parried the Ice Hersher's attack and slowly restored powers that were drained by the Scepter of Duat. Raven, ow, do you copy? May tried calling out to her fellow allies on her comm device, but there was nothing but silence. She pieced the evidence together and realized that they were all pointed towards the impossible. She coalesced Honkai energy and restored her Hersher powers. She must find the Hersher of Ice and uncover the ultimate truth. Well, that Scepter of Duat didn't seem quite powerful enough to stop May. The anger Hersher. Please remove yourself from my presence. May. Her dormant comm device came to life. Raven spoke weakly through it. Raven, what happened? Al, he's betrayed us. Al, why? I don't know. He used a scepter on you, and then he stabbed me in the back. He took my divine key, but he can't use the ordained powers without authentication. Are you alright? To be honest, I feel terrible. You used some form of neurotoxin on me. Don't waste time helping me. You must chase them down. Don't let him escape with the Hersher. Take care of yourself, Raven. I'll go after the Hersher. May, I have another piece of bad news for you. Dundurel. She's heading to your position right now. Dundurel? Raiden May, are you still in fighting shape? Of course I am. Then follow me. We don't have time to waste. Let's go. You just fucked up. You got an S-rank Valkyrie and a Hersher on your tail now? That's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad. The lay was silent and lifeless. Even time itself seemed to have frozen over. The Hersher of Ice hovered above the fountain. Her intents and feelings were hidden by a dark veil. Though she had just fought the Lightning Queen, the Ice Hersher appeared to be extremely calm. She was expecting something. The man approaching her from a distance may know the answer. The joints of Owl's mechanical skeleton creaked as he stiffly walked across the icy garden. He called out her name as he staggered towards the Hersher.
Anna.
We'll meet again, Anna. The ice began to shift. The Hersher slowly raised her head. Her gaze rested upon his frost-covered face. She hovered towards him. The frozen beds of flowers melted, allowing time to flow once more. I did not expect this. I did not expect us to meet again like this. The Hersher issued a harsh and unintelligible murmur, a lament of sorrow and regret. Al took out a glittering pendant from his pocket. The pendant gave off a warm glow that contrasted against his cold metallic body.
アナ、この
Do
ペ
you
ンダ
still
ン
remember
ト
this pendant,
ま
Anna?
だ覚えてるか？君のはま
Do
だあ
you
る
still
か？
have the other half?
君はおっ
Did you
ちょこ
lose
ちょい
it?
だからな。
You were
ま
always
さ
a
かなく
careless
したり
one.
してないよな。
He looked at the Hersher and gave a bitter smile.
でも大丈夫だ。
It's just another trinket.
大したも
It
のじゃ
doesn't
な
matter
い。
if you remember it or not.
君が覚えて
I'll
なくて
fulfill
も
my promise.
俺心配するな。
Have no fear. No matter what happens
今日は何があっ
today,
ても
I'll be by your side,
君のそばにこれは君に
I owe
助
you
けら
my
れた
life.
命。
and I shall gladly sacrifice it for your sake.
最後
There was a determination in his soft words. Al then extended his hand to touch her cheeks. The Hersher did not flinch. His trembling mechanical manipulators brushed against her face. Those robotic extremities were insensitive to temperature, and she had lost her tactile senses. The touch sent a ripple that resonated with both of them.
アナ、
Anna,
君がまだ
I know
諦
you're
めて
still
ない
holding
のは
on.
わかる。自分を思い出す。
please remember who you are. Don't let the Honkai consume your heart.
袋
Ow.
邪魔するな。
Stay out of my way, Hersher of Thunder.
行きましょうせっはっしっせっ 私の番です
I thought he wasn't allowed to use the Divine Key due to authorization.
やっはっはっはっ雷電の子早くこうだ私の番ですねついてきはっはっはっはっやっはっはっはっ雷電の子早くさっはっしっチェス強風よ
Time to finish this quickly.
一刀両断
'Twas no threat.
行きましょう
Main Dendero breached the encirclement of Honkai beasts and came before Al in the Ice Hersher.
袋
Al,
何を
do
し
you
たか
know
分
what
か
you're
っている
doing?
当然だ。
Of course I do.
俺はアナを
I will
助け
save Anna and free her from the shackles of Honkai. She will be human once more. I know what the World Serpent has in store for her. You refuse to give me a chance. I have no other choice.
だが
However, you proved to me that a
あ
Hersher
なたが力
powers
者
could
の
be
力を
mastered
コ
right
ン
in
トロー
May.
ルしたように
I will help
アナ
Anna
に
do
もきっ
the
とそれ
same.
ができ
Al took the Hersher of Ice by her hand. A powerful blizzard engulfed them at once.
行かせません
You're not going anywhere! Thundero leaped into action and became a blue comet that streaked into the sky. May was rooted in her spot. Her heart was filled with twisting vines of conflict, indecision, and doubt. Many nights have passed since May left her at Nagazora. She knew she had to decide eventually. May convinced herself that it was all for her, and she did it to foil her destiny. Indeed, those were the reasons. She must do whatever it takes to seal the Hersher of Ice. Alright, let us finish off the Hersher of Ice, I assume. The blizzard howled as the eye of the storm swallowed the teetering space elevator. Dendero, even the agile warrior, held out against the Hersher in deadly cold. The stalemate between the Valkyrie and the Hersher was suddenly shattered by a bolt of lightning. Raiden May glared at her foe. Though lacking the scepters of Duat, she must find a way to seal her. She could not afford to lose.
やはり説得
I
はで
believe
きな
I
い
have failed
な
to convince you.
これ以上言っても無駄よ
I will heal nothing
私は
more.
止められな
I
い
will let you I will not let you stop me.
ならばかか
Then
ってこ
come
い
and face me. Just as Al prepared his weapon, a high-pitched scream was unleashed from the storm. This is very reminiscent of the battle with Wendy. Something is emerging from this ice. That's a pretty strong neck looking thing.
私の番ですね。はっやっはっほっはっやっはっはっはっはっはっしっはっせってたはっせたふっせせはっしっしゃ吠えなさい栗から
This thing sure has a lot of HP.
千鳥バットン私の番ですねはっはっほっ
You stop what you're doing right there.
かすり傷ですはっやっはっはっはっはっはっはっせっせっせっせっ私の番ですねはっはっほっはっやっはっはっはっはっはっはっせっせっ私の番ですねついてきてくださいこちらですはっはっほっはっやっはっ目覚めよ栄養の守護者はっはっはっやっやっはっはっはっ
Time to use execution mode.
行動開始
Man, that was just the beginning of this fight too. And that thing was strong. Stronger than her Share of Ice, that's for damn sure. I mean, look how fast she gets drained. Why can't I attack or dodge? Why am I attacking? I can't attack or block. I think I might be stuck. Once again, wasn't the first time, but we'll try again.
私の目覚めよ栄養の守護者。
She's summoning Honkai. Okay, good. It didn't lock me that time. Last time I got frozen, I couldn't attack anymore. Okay. Where did she go? Oh, don't tell me it broke again. Really? I'm assuming she tried to summon Ice Pillar. There she is. Okay, good. I was really worried there. Stop! Don't hurt Anna! Kiana? The shadowed veil revealed a sight familiar to May. She resisted the storm of her emotions and readied her weapon for a strike. But Al stood before her to stop her blade. Raiden May. You'll have to go through me first if you want to kill her. His severely damaged mechanical body faced poorly in the cold. Sparks flew from his failing circuitry. Yet he refused to back down. May was taken aback. The decision that Al had made was too familiar. I'll gladly trade my life for hers. She saved my life, and I shall save hers in return. The man had made the exact same choice she did back then. I owe her my life, and I'll gladly die to protect her from you. Why do you hold back, Raiden May? The comet streaked past, her lance aimed directly at Owl. And then the mighty storm erupted right in the middle of the battlefield. The Herrscher whale released a massive amount of energy stored up within her core. May and Dundara held out against the frigid blast that swept over them. The entire island shook from the force. A giant glacier formation emerged from the elevator like a snow lotus in full bloom. The freezing wave overwhelmed everything in sight. The Herrscher of Ice and Owl was nowhere to be seen. Owl supported the Herrscher and trudged along in the stricken city. She spent all of her powers to deliver that blast. They were two fragile flakes of snow that could break apart at any moment. However difficult every step could be, Owl refused to break or fall. There was only a single voice left in him. I'll do whatever it takes to help you survive this, Anna. Well then. Alrighty. Project Galactic Stairway. Galactic Stairway, an epic groundbreaking space exploration and development project first proposed by the United Nations in 2008. The primary aim of the Galactic Stairway was to construct a space elevator as a direct transport link for building a massive space station at low Earth orbit, LEO. This would then serve as a bridgehead for human space exploration efforts. The Galactic Stairway was officially launched after 2 years of negotiations. The project would be located at Coral, an emerging island metropolis. The island's state's strong economy and technological advances would help direct the united power of humanity towards the space elevator, destined to rise into the heavens itself. The elevator base was completed after 7 years of hard work, and the elevator itself had risen to the height of 1,300 meters. The best engineers of the world had met and overcome numerous challenges and continued to strive towards greater heights. The Galactic Stairway was set to be completed in 2025. We believe this 15-year project shall become a milestone event in our history and usher in a great new era for humanity. Alright, but with that over, we go into chapter 19. Into Earth does the water flow. Let's see how long this one is. It's gonna do a whole new thing. Alright, so this one's a little longer with a lot of videos. So we shall see what that is next time. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed all this. It was a long stream. Long 2 chapters. I hope you all enjoyed. If you want, you can go into the about section below to join our Discord, where you can get up-to-date information on streams and just chatting with the community. Wow, I have been talking too much today, as you could probably tell. This is a longer stream for me. So, sorry for stuttering over all of my words. You can go into the no, I just can't talk. You can go in the About section below and find a Discord, which you can go to get all of the updates of when I stream, upload videos to YouTube, and to just chat with the community in general. So if you want to just stop by and chat a little bit, go ahead. And I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.